here. As soon as I set the chat, just so I can see what people are saying if I need to deal with anything. Hi. It was foggy behind me for a little while. Still is quite a bit, but it's starting to get burnt off by the sun. Welcome to February. Nice to see you. Let's do some quiet art therapy together, huh? Some abstract. Jump in. Get some pens, get some paper, some pen, some chalk. Or maybe you do some other sort of media. Maybe you could write a poem or a story or crochet. Anyway, if there's anything, if there's a hobby you can do, an artistic type endeavor, while I'm doing mine, that would be grand. But what I'd love more than anything is for you to give your own style of abstract a try. Just some shapes and filling them in with some colors. I think it's good exercise for the health of the brain and the mind. All right, let's get a piece of paper going here. I'm running out of drawing paper. This sheet has got some marks on this top, but the backside is actually clean. And I have sheets in between my art pieces. But this one's okay. This side is just fine. And I've got this piece here. There's some ones I've done before. I need to get these put like in a portfolio or in protected sheets, you know. Here's another one we've done before. Yeah. So anyway, that's what we're gonna do. I'm just gonna be quiet. I'm just gonna sit here and we're gonna create another abstract piece of art together. There we go. Okay. We've got this. Now we need a colors. I don't know if I have enough. Oh, this bag is full. There's also a travel boggle. Let's see. I feel like using a different kind of pen today too. I think we're gonna use these styles. So let's take a peek here. I can't see them. Might as well just get them out on the table here. Oh, there we go. Now I can see better. Okay. All right. I love boggle. So I'm gonna use these. So I gotta pick these out here. There we go. There's a black, pink, green, dark green. Huh. Maybe that's for drawing on black paper or fading. I haven't used these hardly. Oh, there's another one. Oh, I've got some brushes too. Oh yeah, sweet. I need to try some paint. Oh, and I've got these. You put water in them, and then you dip them in the... All right, did we get all that? Did we get all those? Okay, that's oh, there's another one. There's another one, a nice red. Hi, everybody. Hi. Okay, I think we got them. All right, now let's put the others back in the bag. Okay, there we go. You go back in the bag. So many amazing, beautiful colors. Wow. There's like a lot of beautiful colors here I haven't used hardly at all. Oh no. I think I got my sheet dirty. I'll get another one. The sun's shining in my ears here. Hi there. I see. And he says, I love Sharpies. Message deleted. Oh, hi, Yadira. Is that Eva? Hi, Eva. Okay, okay. Gosh. I need to get this set up better. But I take these everywhere I go pretty much. If I'm in the tent, if I'm in the car. Oh, there's even sand. All right. There we go. Okay. There's a broken tip, so see? This is good. I found some brushes, which is nice. My friend has some acrylic paints. That could be fun to do a little bit of an acrylic paint, abstract paint style later, maybe. I don't know if I have it in me today or not, but I got to do something with my time, right? Every day, we all have to fill our time somehow, some way. And just so you know, I got a little bit of sun reflection here, so I sometimes I miss some of the remarks. Plus, the phone is tilted down at a pretty good angle, so that we can see the sheet here. Just so you know, if I miss any comments. Okay, here we go. Now, we're going to use these today, and I'm not going to use all these. I think I'm going to focus on greens today. The green was popping with me today, so we're going to do some greens. Planted flower pots. Oh, I love that. That would be fun to do. You know, switch this up. Like, maybe switch this up where, like, if I could get, like, my brain organized at all, and my friend is helping me. We're gonna come up with a file, like a notebook file folder to help me manage the things I want to do, like this. That beautiful idea. I just had this cool idea. Like, wouldn't it be neat if I did like my abstract art style on flower pots, on like t-shirts? I mean, I'd love to just print it myself. I'm thinking that would be pretty neat. Put my designs on 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 my shirts and like reopen my Printify, you know, and like have just my abstract art on shirts. I don't know. Do you think it would be, if it's my artwork? I mean, of course, I could make it larger. I could make it smaller. Do you think it'd be better to have it on the back or the front, or does it? Oh yeah, wallpaper, digital downloads. Yeah, that'd be neat. Well, anyway, okay, let's look at this. I think these markers, these were sent to me by a really good friend of mine, the K person, just really good, several years ago now, actually. And they also had sent me like dark black paper, blue paper, and stuff like that as well. And I haven't used these much, and I don't fully understand these, like what the purpose is, or like it puts, like I can feel that it's got a wetness to it, but like I have to look it up and see, is it used to like help blend the other colors? Maybe is that what it's for? Or does it show up on the darker paper differently? I don't know, but these just look clear. Like initially I was like, well, maybe they're white markers, but I'm like, no, that doesn't come off of it at all. So I don't know. I'll have to look those up, and I don't fully understand. But okay, we're definitely gonna go with some greens. Yeah, I don't really have a dark well, I've got this little pink sheet here. Let's see if it does anything on this pink sheet. No, see, it just creates a little bit of wetness. So it might only show up on the black. I don't have the black with me. It's like a special paper they sent me, special art paper. I don't know where it is. It's like buried in the closet. I hope the table isn't. Okay, it's a little shaky. I'll have to be careful not to. Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah, that's a good idea. There we go. Okay, so let's do, like, say for instance, let's do this dark blue right here. This is like almost like a paint pen, but it's still marker-ish. All right, so all right, so here we go. So then I go over it. Should I go over it while it's wet to see? Yeah, it's a blender. It's a blender, basically. That's what it is. I think that's completely what it's for. So you can take it, and then while it's still wet, then you can like have gradient to it, which is cool. So I see. So a person who like does really good watercolor style, these are almost like watercolor paint pens. And depending on how long you leave the previous color on, right? Like, so I understand. So there we go. That's what it's for. It's for creating a gradient or clearing out or whatever, something like that. Yeah, shading basically. And then, oops. Oh, that's all right. It's already added to our drawing. And then I guess to get rid of the rest of the ink, it looks like you just kind of like, yeah, you just kind of like rub it on the paper. Okay, that's really cool. I have to keep that in mind because, I've done like watercolor stuff before. It's rare, but I do it sometimes. Eva has the only Hana watercolor t-shirt in the world. It's pretty neat. Okay, we got our greens. We're gonna do a dollop of that blue. I like that. And we're gonna go ahead and use a little bit of these colors right here also. And then I'm gonna use a little bit of that right there. And then I'm probably gonna use a little bit of this one, and maybe some of this one, and probably some of this one. Oh, it looks like we're gonna use all the colors. You don't, as you said, shady. You don't have one. What did I literally probably just forgot what I said. That you're asking what I don't have one of. I'm sorry, my brain is so pew. A Hana shirt. No, I don't have a Hana shirt. I don't have a Hana shirt. You have the only Hana shirt in the world. Isn't that neat? And I have the that little knitted blanket. It's only one of those. I think it's fun that way. When it wears out, you let me know, and I'll go into the print shop and get another one sent to you. Those shirts are really cute. I love that. I love that Hana shirt. All right, I'm gonna turn off my voice. I might say some things here or there, but I'm gonna turn off my voice best I can, and we're gonna focus. And we're just gonna Hey, Hana? Hana? Take it easy on the ball chew. I can hear you a mile away, love. Come here. Okay. Shh, shh. Hey. Go over there. Good job. Keep it quiet. Thank you. Here we go. to be much more careful with these. Much more like a watercolor with a little paintbrush. But the tips are very accurate, like watercolor. So I love the gradient I'm able to get, the pulsing, gradient that I'm able to get. I like that. This helps calm my nervous system. How about you? When you do different types of art, does it help calm your nervous system? Or does watching somebody else quietly do art, does that help? Helps me. Wearing the wrong glasses. I like that. focus on the motor controls of my hands. Definitely more of a mental workout. Are you picking up on what it is yet? This one is semi-intentional. I guess what I mean is, like, because we were talking earlier at the beginning of the live, and somebody mentioned pots. And earlier I was tending to my plants. These aren't any particular kind. They are their own creation. They are their own abstract blossoms and systems of vine. Let's see here. I have no idea what this is going to look like. I don't even know where the other colors are going. Oh no. Oh goodness. Nothing like having the phone ditch out on you there. Come on. Stinking phone stand. Okay, let's re-stick this sucker. Come on. There we go. All right, let's give this a try again. It's stuck down. Really shouldn't be moving much, but it came unstuck from the table. This is looking nice. Just down here working on this little guy. Right here. There we go. There's just so much insanity going on everywhere. I just needed to provide some time out here for us to just breathe. You know, do some art, yeah? Maybe we're helping each other through some tough times while we're doing it too. I know this helps me. Does it change anything? I don't know. Changes changes my experience. You know, I'm having a hard experience in the world right now. But my experience is, you know, the whole thing with mental health and physical disabilities and everything, the hard thing is to learn is like, try not comparing to everybody else's suffering, right? In order to be like accepting of my own. And I have a hard time with that. I just think there's so many people way worse than me. And I've been lucky because I fought for years and years for recognition of the disabling conditions I experience. And that was before all the extra horror. Yes, watching you calms my nervous system. I always loved watching people draw. Oh, that's lovely. Well, I'm glad. I'm glad it helps in some way, shape, or form. Let's see here. I'm painting this right here. Can you see that okay? I'm trying to get the best shot. This one is definitely requiring a lot of finesse in comparison to the markers. Forcing me to slow down a little bit. The tip is picking up a little bit of the black here and there, but it's okay because I'm just using it to kind of like saturate the paper a little, and it's giving it a little bit of a grain and movement and shading and stuff. And you know, this paper isn't this is marker. And I had some sheets that were made for watercolors. I don't know where they are, so. But it's still taking it very nicely. It's just that markers are a little drier, and the paper absorbs the ink well without like balling or creating a micro, you know, lifts or abrasion. But what I'm noticing here is with the wetter tip and stuff, it kind of raises the paper just a tiny bit. But then that's also part of like, then I'm mixing in that little bit of black that it picks up off the tip. And then it causes the paper just to raise just a tiny bit as I kind of work around the paint pen, giving it a little bit of texture and a little bit of depth too. And then I can go back if I don't like the way one sat, maybe thicken it in, create a core. But I think it's great because it creates highlights along and inside the shape. And that's really cool because then it gives it like depth and stuff when, you know, you back away from it, you take the pictures, you know. I like those little nuances of the actual physical changes to the paper also, you know, and then the blending of the inks and stuff. I don't know, I like those aspects of this. It's cool to make it. Different than my markers do. So it's a different artistic experience that I'm having as well right now. I think I moved the camera too close. Good thing to note with these lighter colors is if I want the lighter color to be, you know, more pure the color, then I need to stay away from the edges as best as possible. I need to let the black dry a little more, maybe even blot it. Another thing would be that I could kind of create the shape, maybe reverse by creating it by coloring it and then creating an outline on it with the black. That'd be another way to do it. I haven't really done that before, but I bet that style or approach would work. Oh, I love that. It's got a, you know, not a pretty color. I don't know what it looks like on camera, but for me here, it's kind of like a orange gold. Yeah, it's very, very cool looking. Okay. Now let's come up here. Can you see that okay? I'm really proud of a couple songs I've done recently with some people on Smule too. They turned out really, really beautifully, I thought. I'm just trying to figure out how to get my life set up so that I just think of myself and consider myself an artist. I should spend a lot of time doing art. And that would be probably a healthy way to spend a good portion of my time. And maybe it could help others also. Lead them to doing their own, or just enjoying me doing mine. Or a combination of all. The thing for me is I need to detach this concept of the only reason to do art and be an artist and express yourself and all this stuff and to be really good or to this or that or whatever is all like this capitalistic drive to be like rich and famous. And like I don't do it for that. Yet I will admit it's in my psyche, right? It's like part of it. Like, of course I would love it if all of a sudden I was like celebrated as an artist and rich, because I could help so many people like I do. And but that's not why I do this. And I feel like when those thoughts, are hitting me, it like corrupts the art for me a little bit. When I'm thinking, oh, would people buy this? Oh, would people like this? Oh, would people watch this? Oh, would anybody want, and I'm like, nah, I am in a very, very amazing position in my life that I've worked so hard to get to, and I'm realizing it. And that is, I'm in a position now that I can do art. I mean, theoretically, I can do art anytime I want to. And any kind of art I would like to try as well. Now, I may have to get help getting myself set up or getting myself in a location to be able to do it. I might need help that way. But I just feel so incredibly grateful. And I don't know why I waste so much time toiling away with, the hardcore depression and the, like so many things that just zap it out of me. And I'm like, okay, I can't do anything about those necessarily. However, when I do art and I'm not being, bombarded with, we're doing this because we could change our lives. We could, like, because that's what it used to be like. It was like almost like more of a survival, like, well, homeless. For a while, right? I'm not anymore. I've changed that over the years. Like it might happen again, but like, like right now, I'm just like, I kind of don't believe. But that's also because there's so many people that are like hardcore suffering right now. And I'm like, during those times when I feel so helpless, I'm like, more art. I need to do more art. Right? More art, please. let's see here. Red, pink, pink, purple, red. I got blue, red, pink, red. I'm thinking, and then we got this beautiful orange. I got these other greens I'm going to start filling in here. Let's do some other greens. This pink looks really great right here. I think we're also going to use it right here to make this little pink puff. Let's see, make sure this is in camera angle. I know this one's kind of far away. Can you see it okay? It's hard for me to see. Ooh, that's a really interesting look too. I'm gonna have to remember this. I like the way that looks also. You see how like basically I didn't push it to the lines, right? See how I just kind of floated the pink in there and then I left that space, the empty space with the white on the sheet. That's kind of neat. I like the way that looks. I don't know if that's in focus or not, but I like the way that that's a neat style. I'm gonna go ahead and fill in on this one, but I'm gonna remember that for the next one I do. That's dope. That looks really cool. I'm gonna use that on another style I do, where I leave that negative space between the color and the outline. I dig that. Oh, very nice. Very nice. Okay. Oh yeah, that's very nice. What I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna kind of stay away from the edge on this one. I want this to be a little cleaner on the green here, this lighter color green. So what I'm gonna do is I'm kind of gonna go around and fill the space best I can, but stay away from the edge, and then I'll go back in and hit the edge at the end. Try to keep that the black off of the paint, off of the pen tip, the paintbrush pen tip. I guess this is like a watercolor pen then. Okay, there we go. All right, now we're gonna gently okay, nice. Oh, shoot. It's okay. Have to hit that with the black right there. like the highlight I'm getting now on the inside. Like it's giving me like shape, which is cool because these are like abstract vines, or, you know, the fernage, the greenage near or around flowers. Sometimes the back sides of the colors of the petals, sometimes what it wraps it in, sometimes the color of the flower itself. And, you know, these are abstract. This isn't like trying to represent any particular, you know, flower, as it were. Any comment? No? Okay. Do you hear the birds? How lovely. Mostly I hear traffic, but I can hear the birds now. Let's see here. Okay, we need some over here too. I like this green. Cool color green. Yeah, I'm looking forward to doing more and more art as we try to get a schedule for my life going and create space for me to do the different things I like doing again. And I guess I'll spend my days mixed between traveling, getting medical help, and doing various types of art. Maybe somewhere in there I'll meet somebody, maybe. This is really fun. I'm like my brain's going kind of like, I don't know what I'm gonna color this. I don't know what I'm gonna color that. Oh my gosh, is it gonna be any good? Is it turning out to be something? Like, oh, I'm just like, it's okay. Just quiet down. Just breathe. It's all spontaneous improv. I don't know. We don't have a plan. and it's grand. It's wonderful. I was talking to my friend about helping me find some high quality face makeup. Not for glamour, but I mean that I could use for glamour style, but more for like drag or abstract, face and head paint and stuff like I used to do. I miss doing that. I really like that. I want to do more of that. I'd love to extend it from like just the face paint to like, I mean, I don't know if I will or I'll be able to, but it'd be so dope if like I could do like do the do the face stuff, but then like have an outfit too, right? That we put with it or something like that would be pretty neat, wouldn't it? I think anyway, it'd be kind of fun. Just like the fun makeup shows they have. I've been binging one recently called Glow Up. I like that. That's a fun show. In the UK. I watch all kinds of different shows like that, and I'm like, wait a second. I do stuff like this. But in my own way. Ooh, the tip built up a little bit of, it builds up, I notice. Every now and then it builds up a little bit of the, from the surface, from the paper. It picks up the little tiny, minute little pieces sometimes. It creates kind of a clotted tip with a little bit of extra. This texture is great for highlighting though. Yeah, I love that it's like gives it vibration and movement, you know? Decided against renting that beach house for now. The the agreement changed from being able to do it for a few months to only being able to do it for like 30 days the first time. And the cost went up, but it was like understandable because it was to cover utilities and anyway, it kind of turned it into this kind of like thought of like maybe being able to live there permanently, and to be able to like really move in for a couple months to get a feel for it, to being able to only have like 30 days and then having to leave for like a week plus. And with everything going on in our government and the threats of them withholding disability pay and other things like that, I don't want to take a chance because I just given money to my friend here to, rent the room here. So what we'll just have to do, which is just fine, because I'm just trying to get to where I can eventually live at the coast full time, and come visit here is the concept, to switch it around. Anyway, that's good because that saves a lot of money. I need to save for my dream of buying raw land. And having a safe place for, you know, a few folks. Okay. Remember, the greens were my majority color. Those are the things I picked out first, followed by the yellow, followed by some of these other splashes of color. But this really was truly about the green. For me, anyway. And I think it's brilliant that I got these other colors going on. I'm actually really proud of myself for going ahead and saying, hey, let's try to do something with this whole bundle. Let's see if we can create something. Where's that black? I'm not wearing the right glasses. Okay, that looks good. Here. Oh, we're going to try to plan another outing for a couple days. Like just a 2-day outing. I'm going to try that next. We did I can't remember, was it a 3 or 4 day? That went really well. Just a quick refresh. I don't do well driving down for the day, because it's a couple-hour drive. And then, I kind of like the idea. I like the idea of going there and being there at least for a night. That's close to the ocean. But so I'm going to try some different variations of days and whatnot. But at the end of February, we're going to shoot for a 10-day tent camping. Vehicle/tent camping. Now, I think we're going to go somewhere with power, but I was also thinking it would be pretty cool, to go do some different styles again soon, like I used to. Maybe up at the mountain or something like that, That looks really good. I was like, should this be green too? Maybe maybe the lighter green. But I think actually we need more of this gold going on here. And then this would be also a green. Wrap or outer shell of the petals, maybe themselves, or perhaps it's part of the vine, or a leaf system, perhaps. Anyway, we're going to try to get organized so that we have a good tent camping trip. It's looking pretty good there. What do you think? How's that green? How's that green? I think we got a pretty good dispersion of that one particular color there. Wow, this is really looking nice. I'm very, very pleased with this. Yeah, this is really neat. I don't really draw plants or anything, so that's my, my abstract universe, right? My abstract universe here. Okay, well, we can always come back and add a little bit of that. So we've got that. Got the gold here. I like this. We're going to pop in some brighter yellow now. And I think we're going to go up here with this. This is like a bright orange. A little bit of, a yellow orange, but maybe, I don't know, more. Very poppin'. I like it. I can really see how if I had been doing some negative space, I'm going to do that on the next drawing I do. I really like how that looks. My abstract shapes, and then the color floated into it, but not out to the edges. I really dig it. I really think it's really, really unique looking. So I'll do that on the next, on one of the next ones I do. Oh, that's even cool too, like creating like an abstract color shape within the shape. That's pretty neat also. It doesn't have to follow the shape. I'll have to remember that. That's really neat too. Look at all the cool things I'm discovering about the different ways I can do my own art style. I love it. bit of that black. See, you pick up a little bit of that black. That's all right. It gives us a little bit of that texture. Shading. Unintentional shading. It's okay. Like I said, it gives it some movement. I like that. But also, I want to clean it in between. I don't want it to get all loaded up and just be all. What do you think would work better for that? Maybe a little. Towel or something, maybe. I actually like that. I like it. I just don't. I'm like making sure I, get it out to the edges. I might get a towel. Let's see here. I don't mind a little of the effect happening. I just don't want it to be like taking away either. So a little is okay. There we go. Very nice, very nice. Oh, man. Just flubbed up. And again, jeez. It's okay, it's okay. Relax, breathe. There's nothing wrong, there's nothing right. The expression is as much from my body and my mind as it is from my broken movements in my hands. The shading looks great. Okay, gosh, that was tough. Let that. Okay. Now, if that was tough, then this is going to be even tougher. Dang it. It's all right. Remember, it's just part of the blend, the style, the look. Of these flowers, whatever these are. I don't experience this when I use, the markers. But it's actually kind of working now. Giving me depth and a little bit of shading. unintentional as it may be. Okay. Wow. Popping. Okay. Let's put this back in here. I wonder how this looks. Probably should have done this on Wi-Fi, huh? Okay. pretty. These greens are so nice. Really enjoying the greens. Oh, that's nice. That's very nice. Oh, that's lovely. That's really lovely. I think I have a little sip of coffee here. Let's see here. Now we're gonna do a little bit right here. looks nice. That's pretty. Let's see here. Okay, so I got that down there. That's good. Now, right here. Yep. And I think that's a tough one. I like that. Okay. Is this it, really? Whoa, no way. I might add a little bit more. Well, I don't know. I just probably leave it as it is, right? It's easy to ruin. It's like I can't ruin this. It's all improv, abstract, spontaneous. Create whatever it is as you go. But then now that it kind of became something, I'm like, oh, I'd like to fill in a little here. I'd like to give a little this, a little blah, a little blah. But actually, I think there's a certain purity and just finishing it and leaving it as I initially drew it. It's been so lovely being here with you today and spending this quiet time, calming our nervous systems and imagining and feeling beauty and love and kindness, and having it be strong, stronger, so much stronger than hate. I'd love to do like a design like this on my head. Abstract flowers and plants from another universe. Please like and subscribe if you feel so much of doing so. You can find out, you can see more of these drawing videos and stuff at evLovEvoLve, Hannah and evLovEvoLve at evLovEvoLve. And there's a playlist that says like crafts and all kinds of stuff, crafts, cooking, etc., etc. You look at that playlist and you'll find a whole bunch of these drawings and all kinds of other stuff too. I'm sorry, my YouTube's not very organized. I have like 5,500 plus videos, and it covers so many different things. Look at this beautiful, beautiful bouquet. Not even a bouquet, this is just a wild thing just growing in my mind. I love that. Growing in my imagination. Getting stronger with every vine. Connecting more of us together across the world with empathy and kindness, consideration, concern for each other's well-being. While also fighting fascism, resisting, boycotting, using our voices, our vote, in all the different ways we can. Oh my goodness, how lovely. So I use this to kind of help take the dark tip off. You can see different areas where picks up the black. So if I don't want to blend it, if I want to try to keep the color a little bit more popping, you know. This one here, this is its own whatever. You know, I noticed this would have been cool to have a little, you know, something out of it, because they're kind of like birds of paradise-ish a little bit going on, and some here, but not necessarily, just their own thing. I feel like this would also be really pretty if like behind this was like, you know, like kind of a shaded gold, you know, you have very bright yellow, like sun, like shaded across here would be really pretty too. Or even taking like, say, black, right? And then creating like solid geometric lines that disappear behind would be really cool too. Like one here, and one here, for instance. That'd be pretty neat. And then they would go up to and then around, like, you know, like a solid line, but not over the top. It would be underneath. But anyway, that was very lovely. Let me pull my camera out of the holster here. Thanks for joining us today. That was fun. A couple of hours of art shared, sitting next to the patio. I'm fortunate that we have some sun. Cheers, and thanks for joining us today. Let's take a look at what we have done, shall we? Oh, how pretty. You hear Hana getting a good drink of water out there. Slurper, slurper, slurper. This is really pretty though. Let's rotate it. That turned out really lovely. Digging the colors. These two didn't end up being as, I'll show you. So here's the colors, right? So the thing is, this one ended up being a bit darker than the tip was. It almost looks like I used the same color, but I didn't. Interesting, huh? I thought it was kind of fun to have orange and gold and yellow flowers too. And even this little one right here. How cute. And this one over here, this little purple. And all these little different vinies going different areas and the different colors of the leaves. Well, thanks again for joining us. That was a really enjoyable time creating this beautiful abstract together with you today. I hope that it brought you some calmness and some relaxation, as it did me. Yeah. Wow. Pretty pleased with that. Okay, we'll see you next time. Yeah, that would be super cool on a shirt, wouldn't it? That'd be pretty neat on a shirt or something also. I like that. All right. See you next time.